yeah. Like, yeah. Nazareth, I'm up, homie.
It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. And the batter will be the shortstop. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that drops in for a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Buxton brings it in for the 3rd out. Runner at second, nobody out.
Number 24.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
0-1.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. And the righty deals. That one ran inside, almost got him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Carpenter makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. 1 out, base is empty.
Number 24.
And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing at a ground ball, and that chance handled. Throws to first, and there's 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Hard hit, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Now only 1 out remaining. Number 24 had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
Now it's the shortstop.
The shortstop, number 24.
On its way to the corner. Edman going after it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. 1 out and a runner at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, number 24. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Ball one.
In the air to left down the line. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Mookie Betts will get us started.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. One up, one down. No outs. Runner on second.
24.
That's off the inside corner. And that is ball one. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one finds the zone. And now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. Finds his way through, base hit. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Riley Green. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Payoff pitch. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now batting.
Up now for Milwaukee, number 24. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky. Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
That's a laser base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And here is Riley Green. The other way. Makes the grab. One away.
Now back, the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
2 on, 1 out. And now the first baseman, Jose Miranda. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out. First and second, 2 outs. Isaac Paredes up now for the Brewers. To third, Freeland. Throws across the diamond. That's the 3rd out. Brewers strand. First and second, 1 out. Here's Mookie to hit. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Hit to right, and that should do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Number 24.
Rise to the top, never will I fall, always will I fly. You can see it in my eyes.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Taylor Ward.
Number 3, Taylor Ward.
2 outs. Swing and a ground ball. They get the force, and that is the inning. Cubs 0, Brewers coming up to hit. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Now it's the shortstop. This guy's kind of a unicorn in today's game of baseball. It seems like we're seeing fewer and fewer switch hitters, and he is elite regardless of the side of the plate he's hitting from. The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, he's so fun to watch as a hitter. Bats from both sides of the plate, and he's so rare in that he really makes a lot of contact batting both righty and lefty. And you know, it takes a ton of time in the cage to maintain both of those swings.
Two and 0 the count. Here it comes.
You know, but one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Riley.
Here's Riley Green. Now moves to first. And he's back in safely. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Runner on the go. High fly ball, right field. Abreu sizing this one up. And the inning is over. Go-ahead run on base. And now Owen Casey. Ward, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Ground ball left side could be 2. The flip to second, and that's 2. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're midway in the 4th. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Priester back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole. And
check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the go. In the air, right field. And that'll get John for a hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And that'll load the bases.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Paredes digs in now. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. All loaded up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. He can't hang on. Still slings it to second. There's one. Bottom of the 6th. Up now for Milwaukee, number 24.
You know this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at first, Riley Green up now for the Brewers. Pearson a pick to first. And he dives back in safely. 0-2 now. Here goes the runner. The other way. And that's a base hit into left field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The first base.
Next for the Brewers, Jose Miranda. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Abreu makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Here's the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. And they lead by 4.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Abreu going back. Up against the wall and brings it in. And up next for Chicago, Taylor Ward. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet bare-hand play like that? That was amazing.
Number 24 played pretty well in this win. Put together a 3-hit performance.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Stepping in as the switch-hitting shortstop. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. Horton, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. And another ball. 2 out, space is empty. Robert to right field, way back, gone. His 9th homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
And next for the Cubs, Brett Wisely. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. To short, could be 2. Here's Geloff for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that.
Now batting, number 24.
Fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. That'll make it out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
You see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Reese McGuire. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2nd and 3rd, 2 down.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Pajes snags it. That is the inning. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs nothing. Base is empty with 2 away. So up now for Chicago, Chas McCormick.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Number 24 in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Number 24 had a great showing in the win. A special game at the dish with 3 homers.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came off. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job.
Two on, 1 out. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Taylor Ward.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this.
Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and a runner left. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Now it's the shortstop.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Heel, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. On a line out towards center. Wisely makes a nice grab and a full sprint. Gone in order are the Brewers. We played an inning, no score. Corners are occupied with 2 down.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped on a line to center. Nabs it, and that will end the inning. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We play 2 full. It's the Brewers 4. First and second, no outs. And up next for Chicago, Brett Wisely. On the ground. for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. They have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That one the other way. And now maybe extra bases. Coming home. To second, but way too late. Safe there. He'll score easily.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside. Get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
So bases loaded with one away. Brett Wisely, the next Cub to hit. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Up the middle, makes a sliding stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Wheeler back to work. Number 24, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
No, that's up.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Number 24 had a home game for them.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So 1 out, nobody on. Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. Out to short. Jumps, throws, pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Swung swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Kicks and deals.
3-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And this place is rocking. His second of the year, and they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Up now for Milwaukee, number 24. Shota back to work. Strike one.
These two guys, a lot of respect.
No balls.
For
one strike.
one another.
Foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now the third baseman. Swing and a chopper out to short. And there's a base hit. The throw to third. In there safely.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
That one lifted to left. Ward settles under it, and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Wilyer Abreu, the next Cub to hit. The Cubs down to their final strike. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Brewers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout. Number 24, and a creative force showing in this game despite the win.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game with the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.